at the sold-out and noisy Oracle Arena. We've got the San Antonio Spurs facing the Golden State Warriors. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. The defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Aldridge out there with Duncan. And it's Parker in at the one.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
Good! Well, LaMarcus Aldridge, Clark, is bread and butter, that great jump shot of his.
Yeah, that's something that every big man needs. That high release, really tough to get to that shot.
Duncan kicks to Parker. And it's sent back by Bogut. And it's the Warriors on the break. Iguodala's running. Green with the block. Parker outside. From deep three-point range. Another miss by Parker. On defense, the Spurs. Curry dishes to Bogut. Curry against Parker. The 10-footer. The shot is good off the backboard. Curry's got 5 points so far.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Outside Aldridge. Screen by Duncan. It's stolen by Green. Here's Curry. He kicks it to Bogut. Dishes it to Iguodala. Plays it up and banks it in.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Parker kicks to Green. Back to Parker. The Spurs working the ball around now. Feeds it to Green. Inside. They need this. And there's the play inside by Duncan.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
He used that pick to perfection. Green's got his first basket.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Green. Just 5 to shoot. The offensive rebound. Outside Aldridge. The 3. And the shot is good. Aldridge has got 5 now.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
As you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
And for LaMarcus Aldridge, always praised for his terrific shooting. His rebounding, as we know, Greg, has always been fantastic. Over the past 2 seasons, he's averaged double-digit boards.
And that's why so many teams wanted him in this last free agency period. His ability to put points on the board as well as clean the boards. What a deadly combination.
Ginobili. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
And it's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
You know, on the topic of Aldridge's rebounding, I mean, he doesn't do it by banging people around. He does it with positioning, timing, and length. And you can say that about most of his game. Quietly, effective, and impactful.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And guys, going back to Aldridge, last season was a difficult one for him. He had the torn ligament in his left thumb, but still fought through it to become the Blazers' all-time leader in rebound.
That free throw missing.
And listen, San Antonio is an older team, actually the oldest in the league last season. And because of injuries and days off, they didn't get to feel that preferred starting 5 a lot last year.
David West, he's checked in for San Antonio. Spurs only used their preferred lineup less than half the season, but still a strong campaign. 22 games played with the starting lineup of Parker, Green, Leonard, Duncan, and Splitter.
And, you know, the Spurs will go on to use 23 different starting lineups, Kevin. That would be the 5th most in the NBA.
Here is Livingston, looking for his first basket still in this one. The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for your Warriors, Harrison Barnes. Taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. San Antonio leading. There's the dish to Diaw. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
9 seconds left to play here in the first. And Leonard has it in the corner. With 1 on the clock. That's good from West on the assist from Leonard.
How about a little flair and style from West on that one?
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Spurs out in front as they wrap up the first quarter.
Let's keep it going for your
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Ginobili out there with West. And it's Duncan in the pivot spot manning the middle.
You know, one of the unsung things about Danny Green is his team defense. I mean, he flies around that end of the court, and his instincts usually put him in the right position to make a play.
Parker. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Parker's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for San Antonio. Here's Barnes. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
West at the elbow. Pass to Green. 6 to shoot. There's the pass to Parker. From the low block. No good off the back of the rim. Warriors trailed by 6. Curry passes to Barnes. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Golden State. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And San Antonio also making a switch. Aldridge is checked in. Here's Curry. And that one comes up a bit short.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
And Duncan throws it down hard.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Thompson dishes to Green. And Thompson kicks to Green. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys. And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Harden. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year.
Timeout called the Warriors. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Well, get the pass to Curry. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Parker. San Antonio leading by 5. Green dishes to Parker. Green again. It's Duncan. Green with the block. And they get it back. The Warriors have gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Parker drives in. Pass to Duncan. Back to Parker. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Andrew Bogut. And, of course, Tony Parker, so big for San Antonio in those championship runs. But word on the street was that Spurs coach Greg Popovich didn't always go easy on Tony. He really pushed him to the limit.
You know, it started back when Tony was invited to the Spurs summer camp before the 2001 draft. One of the scouts was really physical with Tony, really gave him a hard time, and that was really the start of his maturation process in learning to deal with the NBA.
And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Green. Aldridge kicks to Mills. The feed now to Parker. Here's Diaw. No good from outside.
Not good shot selection. Long range and the defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
Here's Barbosa. The rebound by the Spurs.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
To the inside. Here's Bogut. Buries it down low. Bogut's got 4 points this quarter.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
It's Parker with the drive. And here's Mills from the arc. The shot is off. And Golden State will go the other way with it. The Warriors shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Sean Livingston. He has 2.
He's off on the first. Both teams will make substitutions. And he's good on the second. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Up top, Leonard. Covered by Barnes. Diaw, the pass to West. And stolen by Barnes.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one, although if he missed.
It's a tie game here in Oakland. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Nice game. Great performance by LaMarcus Aldridge.
Just a quality performance. And, you know, we do expect to see that from him. And he's always setting the bar high for himself. And sometimes I think we just kind of get numb to how good this guy really is.
And, Greg, you know how it was as the marked man when you were playing on great teams in your past. It's hard to perform when everybody's locked in on you. To be able to play like he has when you have a reputation of being the guy, that's impressive.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Nice game. Great performance by LaMarcus Aldridge.
Just a quality performance. And, you know, we do expect to see that from him. And he's always setting the bar high for himself. And sometimes I think we just kind of get numb to how good this guy really is.
And, Greg, you know how it was as the marked man when you were playing on great teams in your past. It's hard to perform when everybody's locked in on you. To be able to play like he has when you have a reputation of being the guy, that's impressive.
It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Iguodala in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And the road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they've managed to make it all the way back and tie this thing up.
And, Greg, I've got to admit to you, I mean, I did not think they were going to get all the way back. I thought they were done. But they've shown some serious resilience and character to battle this far back.
Parker dishes to Duncan. And he bangs it home with one hand.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
Can't be any surprise to you that Tim Duncan, folks, last year became the leading rebounder of all active players, passed up Kevin Garnett for that honorable distinction. We're talking 15,000 rebounds total over 18 seasons.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Passes it to Parker. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Getting back to Duncan's rebounding, he's always had the great size and wingspan and timing, and he really positions himself well for those rebounds. But what seems to separate him is his quiet toughness. He'll never back down.
Yeah, it's hard. You know, he's not a guy that's going to yell or pump his fist. He's not going to flex his muscles to the crowd. He just silently assassinates you
well said.
out on the floor.
You're right. You're so right. Green kicks to Curry. Back to Green. Down low. And finished off by Bogut.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And so last season for Tony Parker, somewhat of a shift. I mean, he was solid, but injuries cost him a few games. He also had his lowest assists and points per game totals since his rookie year. But he fought through like the champion that he is.
Last year, a big challenge for Tony Parker. He was in his 14th season, obviously. Every great player needs to transform his game as he gets on in age, Clark. We've seen it with the great ones. Parker did put up the highest three-point percentage of his career last year.
And he also ran the offense with tremendous poise and professionalism and cut down the turnover average as well, the lowest of his career.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. It's stolen by Green. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
You know, the Warriors took some flack when they passed on the chance to trade for Kevin Love. But I really think that the rise of Draymond Green as their stretch four-man made the decision even better and also kept their cap situation far more flexible.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. And it's Barnes in for Andre Iguodala. David West, he's checked in for San Antonio. To the middle. Here's Aldridge. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 4 assists in the game. And Draymond Green won't give you the superstar numbers of a Kevin Love, but he's got a deceptive impact, Mark, at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I call him a value utility guy because he does a little bit of everything that brings value to your quest to win. His shooting has steadily gotten better, and while he's not an all-star yet, some of his total contributions on the floor, impressive. You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often, that's the case for this team.
The Warriors making a switch here. Livingston's checked in. Boris Diaz checked in for San Antonio. Mills comes in for Parker. Ginobili the pass to Mills. Kicks it out to Ginobili. 4 on the clock. The three-pointer off the mark. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. On the wing, Thompson. He feeds it to Livingston. To the inside. It's stolen by West. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Thompson. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Here's Diaw, and he gets it to go. And the Spurs lead by 2.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
West dishes to Green. Back to West. The shot, no good. The Warriors go the other way with it. Barbosa kicks to Spates. Back to Barbosa. He dishes it to Spates. Feeds to Livingston. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Livingston's got 5 now.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Kicks to Green. For the 3. Another shot. Out to the right wing. Diaw, the pass to Mills. It's good. The assist that time from Diaw. Mills has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Livingston kicks to Barnes. 1 second left. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Spurs up 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. we've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. San Antonio leading. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for San Antonio. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mills. Then there's Parker. And it's Duncan in at the center, locking down the middle. They get the rebound. Thompson outside. From deep three-point range. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Thompson's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Warriors. Duncan right side. Outside Leonard. The wide open look here for Aldridge. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. And Parker, here we go. Back to Duncan. Lots of room. Rebounded by Bogut.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Aldridge dishes to Leonard. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Wow, the fans are really getting their money's worth tonight. What an entertaining ball game.
Up to this point, Greg, it's been almost impossible to separate these teams. I think this one's going to be close all the way. Well, with the season the Warriors put together, they came out way ahead of everybody else in the West. I mean, given how tough the West was last year, that makes their 67-win season all the more impressive. One of the best in history in my mind.
San Antonio calls timeout. Warriors took apart the West last season. They went 42-10 against the rest of the conference. The games between them and second place and the West were the same as the games between second place and eighth in the West.
And the Warriors didn't just pick on the little guys. I mean, they had big wins over the top teams in the West. Against the rest of the playoff teams, the Warriors were a whopping 20-5.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He actually lit into them pretty heavily, saying, "We're being way too soft on the inside. I'd better start to see some toughness and more shots being challenged. No more easy baskets." Pretty strong words, guys.
Thanks again, Doris. The Warriors trailer. Screen by Bogut. Floats one up. Azili can't get it to go.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Leonard, no luck. The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Thompson passes to Bogut. Here's Azili. It's hauled in by Tony Parker.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Aldridge kicks to Parker. Leonard on the wing. He's covered by Iguodala. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Aldridge. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And it's a 3-point Spurs lead.
I loved his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Curry dishes to Bogut. Curry passes to Azili. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Tim Duncan picks one up. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, their passing has been picturesque. A thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. And San Antonio also making a switch. Daniel Green, he's checked in for Patty Mills. Green kicks to Parker. Back to Green. Duncan with this screen on Curry. The drive by Green. Just 2 to shoot. Here's Duncan. That misses off the backboard.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Green dishes to Iguodala. Back to Green. Thompson outside. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Sure did. Stayed real snug on it and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot on.
Leonard attacking. Nails it.
Boy, it's a scary sight when Kawhi Leonard starts lighting it up like this.
Here's Curry. Good. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
No question about it. Curry is on fire right now.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
Leonard kicks to Parker. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Golden State. Festus as a
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're down by 3. 23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. He's checked in for Golden State. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Aldridge drives in. Yes!
And it's absolutely scary, frightening when Aldridge starts lighting it up like this.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
The second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a three-point game. San Antonio calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they've got to look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
Parker with a clean look. Can't get the 3 to fall. The drive by Thompson. Count it.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when the game is over. And this one is in that category.
Parker inside, and a missed layup. Curry misses the shot. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd was not going to let this one slip away.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.